Dear students, in the past modules we have been studying about computers, types of computers, computer peripherals and various types of computer crimes. After studying this module, you shall be able to know about basic overview of common networking concepts, basic terminology and different types of network. First, an introduction to networks. A network structure is made up of minimum 2 or more computers or nodes that are connected in an organized way to share resources, exchange files and allows electronic communication. The computers on network are generally linked through cables, radio waves, telephone lines, infrared light beams or satellites. A network may be defined as a multi-purpose connection which allows an individual computer to do more. Now we shall see what is the need of computer network. The computer networks are required for the following reasons. First, file sharing. Networks allows us to share data among the computers of other networks, making the files available to one and all at the same time, wherever required. The data becomes available to each one who is a component of the network. Second, resource sharing. Resources like printer, servers and the internet are shared among these networks. It helps in reducing the cost but increasing the data and resource availability. Third, communication and collaboration. Being a component of the network means we are able to unite with different services and computers of different networks, thus increasing the communication with the rest of the humankind. Fourth, remote access. Remote access allows us to access the resources remotely from anywhere without being present at that place where the computer is. This makes accessing the resources easy. Now we shall go with some basic terminology. First, connection. Connection refers to pieces of information that are transferred through the network. This means that the connection is recognized before the data transfer and then it is deconstructed after the data transfer. Second, packet. A packet is one of the basic units that is transferred through a network. Packets can be considered as envelopes that carry the data from one endpoint to another. If seen the structure, a packet contains a header which consists the information regarding the packet including its source and the destination, timestamps, network hops, etc. The main body of the packet contains the real data that needs to be transferred. It is also called as the payload. Third, network interface. A network is a point of connection where the computer is coupled to the network. A network interface may be connected with a physical device or it can also represent a virtual interface. Fourth, protocol. A protocol is a set of rules and standards that defines the language the devices use for communication. There is a broad array of protocols used in networking and are implemented in different layers. A few of the basic protocols are UDP, IP, ICMP and TCP. Some of the familiar protocols based and built on the basics of these protocols are HTTP, SSH, TSL or SSL and FTP. Fifth is port. A port is an address on an individual machine that can be linked to a definite piece of software or application. Though it's not a physical interface or location, it allows the server to communicate using multiple applications. Sixth, firewall. It is a program that determines whether the traffic going away from the server or coming into one should be permitted to pass. A firewall usually works by the concept of rules. Rules are set to decide what type of traffic is adequate on which ports. Firewall blocks the ports that are not used by an application on the server. Seventh is NAT. NAT stands for Network Address Translation. It is a way to interpret requests incoming to a server to the appropriate devices or servers that it knows are components of the network. This is usually implemented in physical LANs. 8th, VPN. Virtual Private Network is a means of connecting separate local area networks through the internet while preserving privacy. VPNs are being used as a means of linking remote systems as if they were present on a local network, used a lot for security reasons. Now we will go through the devices that are used to connect a network. First is routers. A router is a gadget that forwards data packets between computer networks, creating an overlay internetwork. A router is connected between multiple networks. When a data packet comes from one network, the router reads the information in the packet header to determine its final goal. Then, with the same information in its routing table, it directs the packet to the subsequent set of connections on its journey. Routers accomplish the traffic directing functions on the internet. A data packet is advanced from one router to another through the networks that organize the internetwork until it reaches its end node. The most well-known type of routers are home and small office routers that simply pass data such as open web pages, emails and videos between the house computers and the internet. For simple understanding, an example of a router would be the owner's cable or DSL modem. It connects to the internet through an ISP, that is Internet Service Provider. More refined routers such as enterprise routers unite huge businesses or ISP networks. Routers are typically dedicated hardware devices, whereas the use of software routers has also increased a lot. Second is Ethernet hub. An Ethernet hub, active hub, network hub, repeater hub, multiport repeater or hub is a device that connects multiple Ethernet devices together and creates single network segment. It has multiple input-output, that is I/O ports, in which a signal sent as input at any port appears to be the output of every other port except at the original incoming port. A hub works at the physical layer, that is layer 1 of the OSI model. The device is a type of multiport repeater. Hubs do not read any data that is passed through them and does not know about the starting place or target being addressed. A hub just receives incoming Ethernet frames, regenerates the electrical signal and then broadcasts these signals out to all other devices on the network. Third is gateway. In computer networking, a gateway is a node or a router on a TCP or IP network that acts as an access point to another network. A default gateway is the joint on the computer network that the network software uses when an IP address does not go with any other routes in the routing table. In home computer configurations, an ISP often provides a physical device called as modem which connects local computer to the internet as well as can be used as a gateway. Such devices include DSL modems and cable modems. In organizational arrangements, a gateway is a nodule that routes the traffic from a workstation to another network segment. The default gateway usually connects the internal networks to the outside network, that is the internet. In such a situation, the gateway node could also act as a proxy server and a firewall. The gateway is also associated with both a router, which are used as headers, and forwarding tables to decide where packets are to be sent, and a switch which provides the actual pathway to be followed by the packet to move in and out of the gateway. In other words, a default gateway facilitates for an access point and an outlet point in a network. Fourth, repeaters. A repeater is an electronic device that receives a signal, cleans it of needless noise, reproduces it and retransmits it at an amplified level to the other side of a hindrance that can be a wall or any other obstacle, so that the signal can cover longer distances without getting degraded. In twisted pair type of Ethernet configurations, repeaters are necessary for cables after every 100 meters. A hub is a repeater with multiple ports. Repeaters work on the physical layer of the OSI model. Repeaters take less amount of time to regenerate the signal. This causes a propagation delay which can disturb network communication when there are several repeaters connected in a chain. In numerous network architectures, there is a limit to the amount of repeaters that can be connected in a row. Today, repeaters and hubs have been outdated by switches. Fifth, bridges. Network bridging describes the action in use by network equipment that allows two or more communication networks or multiple network segments to create an aggregate network. Bridging is different from routing as it allows the network to communicate individually as distinct networks. A network bridge is a network device connecting more than one network segment. In the OSI model, bridging acts in the first two layers. Sixth, switches. A network switch is a device which forwards and filters OSI layer 2 datagrams between ports based on the MAC address defined in the packets. A switch is different from a hub in a way that it only forwards the frames to the ports that are part of the communication rather than all ports associated. Switches make forwarding decisions of packets on the basis of MAC addresses. A switch has many ports, which can facilitate an ideal topology for devices and connecting extra switches if required. Some switches can perform routing. These are called multi-layer switches. The term switch is used roughly in marketing to cover devices including routers and bridges as well as devices that are used to send traffic. Now we shall discuss about the types of networks. There are a number of diverse types of computer networks in survival, and this has caused complexity in understanding the differences among them. Some of them have very similar sounding names. Computer networks have been categorized by their size as well as their purpose. The size of the network is considered as the geographical area they cover and the extent of computers that are component of the network. Networks can work with anything from a range of minimal number of devices present in a room to millions of computers and other devices spread across the entire globe. Some of the different networks based on size are: first, personal area network or PAN. A personal area network is the interconnection of the information technology devices within an array of an individual, typically within a range of 10 meters. For example, a person traveling with a laptop, a personal digital assistant and a portable printer can connect to each one of them without having to plug anything by using some wireless technology. This type of network can also be interconnected to the internet or other networks without using any wires. In another usage, a personal area network is a technology that can enable wearable computer devices to communicate with other nearby computers and exchange information in a digital format using the electrical conductivity of the human body as a data network. Next is local area network, LAN. A local area network or LAN is a group of computers and devices that share a common communications line or wireless connection to a server. Typically, a LAN includes computers and peripheral devices connected within a geographically small area, such as an office building or home. computers and other mobile devices in a LAN can allocate resources like a printer or network storage. The server consists of applications and data storage that are shared with multiple computer users that are components of the LAN. A local area network may include as few as 2 or 3 users, for example, in a house network, or several hundreds of users. The two most commonly used LAN technologies are Ethernet and Wi-Fi. The rise of virtualization has powered the development of virtual LANs, or the VLANs, which lets network administrators logically group network nodes and partition their networks without the need of any major structural changes. Third is Metropolitan Area Network, or the MAN. A metropolitan area network, or MAN, consists of a computer network across an entire city, a college campus, or small region. A MAN is usually larger than a LAN, wherein the LAN is limited to a single building or a site. Metropolitan area network covers an area from several miles to many of miles, depending upon its configuration. To shape a bigger network, several LANs are connected using MAN. When such a type of network is designed for college, it is referred to as a campus area network, or CAN, C-A-N. Next is Wide Area Network, that is WAN. Wide Area Network is a geographically dispersed telecommunication network. This kind of network is way broader than LAN. This type of network can be privately owned or rented, but the term usually brings the addition of public networks. The computers are often linked through public networks like the telephone system. They are also connected through satellites. The largest WN available is the internet. In terms of purpose, many networks are set up for general purposes like sending files to the printer or to accessing the internet, etc. Whereas at the same time, some networks serve a very particular purpose. Some of the diverse networks based on the purpose they serve are as follows. First, Storage Area Network, that is SAN. A storage area network is a dedicated high-speed network that connects and presents collective groups of storage devices to various servers. A SAN moves the storage resources from the general user network to a self-regulating, high-speed, high-performance network. The storage source then acts as a drive that is directly linked to the server. Second is Enterprise Private Network, that is EPN. An EPN is a sort of network that helps enterprise companies in a number of ways, like connecting the different offices of the enterprise located at different places or shops to each other in a secure way over a network. An enterprise private network is mainly set up to share computer resources. EPN enables continuity and centralizes the IT sources. Third is Virtual Private Network, that is VPN. VPN is a network constructed by means of public wires, usually the internet, to connect to a private network, such as a company's private internal network. A VPN extends a private network across an unrestricted network like the internet. It enables the users to send and receive data diagonally shared on public networks as if their computers were directly associated to the private network, and thus increases the functionality, safety and management policies. VPNs allow the employees of the company to securely contact the corporate intranet while traveling outside the office. They also securely connect geographically divided offices of an organization. Now we will conclude this module with the summary. A network consists of two or more computers that are connected for resource sharing, exchanging files, or allowing electronic communications. A network is a multi-purpose connection. which allows an individual computer to do more. Computer networks have opened up an entire frontier in the world of computing called the client or the server model. The computer networks are required for the following reasons. File sharing. File sharing networks allows us to share data between the computers of other networks, making the files available to everyone at any time wherever required. Resource sharing. Resources like printer, server, and the internet can be shared among these networks. Communication and collaboration. Being a part of the network means we are able to connect to different services and computers of different networks, thus increasing the communication with the rest of the world. Remote access. Remote access allows us to access the resources remotely from anywhere without being present at the place where the computer is. The different networking devices are repeaters, routers, switches, bridges, Ethernet hub, and gateway. The different types of networks are personal area network, that is PAN, local area network, that is LAN, metropolitan area network, that is MAN, wide area network, that is WAN, also storage area network, SAN, enterprise private network, that is EPN, and virtual private network, that is VPN. Thank you.